Last year, we had some news that a cruise line over in China, or a Chinese based cruise line, had gone under and filed for bankruptcy and went into administration. They had a 200,000 ton ship that was almost done, and now we don't know what we're doing with it. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cruise News here on the channel. If you're new to the channel and you like cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, make sure you subscribe down below and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Anyways, right into it. Like I said, last year we had Genting Hong Kong filed for bankruptcy, or they went into administration basically, and the company is no more. They had a 200,000 ton ship that is probably about 80% finished right now. The World Dream, and you can obviously see it here on the screen. It's a huge ship. This is massive. It takes a lot of inspiration, I think, off of the Oasis class for sure. There's a lot of similarities between the two ships. The ship is up for sale. It's 80% done pretty much. And as of right now, from what it's saying, the shipbuilders are expecting a 2024 completion date as long as everything goes through as normal. The thing is, who's going to finish the ship? We don't know. This ship is going to be one of the highest passenger capacity ships of all time. They're saying around 9,000 passengers. I don't think that includes crew, or it might. I'm not 100% sure. I know there's about 2,500 cabins on board. 2 people per cabin. You're looking at about 5,000 guests with probably about 2,000 to 3,000 crew. So we're probably looking close to 8,000 to 9,000 people on the ship, if not more, which is absolutely wild. That's always been the biggest concern for me on that ship, is hearing that as it was starting to get closer and closer. It's just like, why are there so many people on this ship? Clearly, we have the Oasis class that has less people, but it's a lot bigger. So it was just something that always never really sat right with me. So hopefully whoever takes over this project does kind of fix that, or maybe makes some adjustments there on the capacity, because I feel like that might be too many people on a ship. But over the last maybe year or so, it's been a lot of, okay, is Royal Caribbean going to take the ship? I don't think Royal is, personally. I think they're too busy working on Utopia of the Seas and the Icon project right now. I don't think they're ready for a third new ship or a third new class. Well, I don't think they're ready for an additional new ship in this time where they're pumping out one huge ship, some of the largest ships in the world, every single year. I'm not sure if Norwegian would take. I think Norwegian would probably be the most likely out of the 3 big ones, if they were to take over the ship and start building from there, or continue building. Carnival could definitely do it, just because of the fact that there is a roller coaster on board. I think that would be a really interesting addition to the fleet. As Carnival keeps selling off these fantasy class ships, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they try to pick up a huge ship to try to add in some of these other ports that they have. So Carnival and Norwegian, out of the big 3, I would say, are most likely. I don't know if MSC has 1 to 2 ships coming out every year as well. But an interesting development over the last maybe month or so is that Disney Cruise Line might be finishing this ship, and might be a Disney ship. So there's been a lot of talks recently, I guess, over in Germany about who's going to finish it. And I think there was a little bit of, there's a lot of hints towards Disney possibly doing it. And now a lot of Disney representatives seem to be saying, oh, yeah, no comment. I'm not able to speak on that at the time. So we're getting a lot of basically hints that it could really be a Disney ship coming soon. And I think it'd be a very interesting, a kind of a neat addition to the fleet. Just having, we have Wish that just came out. Treasure is coming out next year. And we have that 3rd one coming out as well. And now we have the possibility of throwing a 200,000 ton ship, a quote unquote 9,000 passenger ship, throwing that into the mix of Disney Cruise Line. That would be very, very interesting. The way Disney prices are for some of their cruises, I don't think they're going to be filling up a ship like that with that many people at some of the prices that they seem to be charging. Disney cruises are known for being a little bit more expensive, or a lot more expensive than a typical cruise, especially comparing it to a Carnival or Royal Caribbean. 3 nights on Disney seems to be about the going rate of a 7-night cruise on an Oasis class with the Royal Caribbean sometimes. So, you know, that's not really the point here, but I think it would be a very interesting addition. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. This is mostly just to inform you guys that this is currently in talks and this is possibly going to be a thing that could be announced soon. We don't know. And of course, like I said, it's not even official, but it is a very interesting development in the recent, I guess, chronicles of this new ship that is halfway finished, but nobody's working on it. Nobody owns it, basically. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I think it would be a really cool addition to the Disney Cruise Line fleet, or really Carnival or Norwegian. I think if Disney doesn't do it, I think maybe one of those two could do it. There is a second global class ship. There was a second one that was under construction. I don't think it was far enough to where, at this point, I think it was just, they're just going to scrap it, which is kind of unfortunate, but I don't think multiple of these ships would go over very well trying to find new owners of this. I think it's been quite difficult in the first place to just get an owner for this, or a new owner for this ship, over the last couple months. That's all for today's video. Just wanted to do a quick discussion on any, updates that we had on this ship, because it is very interesting. We still have a lot up in the air on as far as who's going to buy it. But as of right now, it looks like Disney Cruise Line is the candidate to purchase this crazy and very large ship. Anyways, with that, that'll be all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.